Happy Halloween! Halloween is a holiday in the Kingdom of Loathing that occurs every Porktober the 8th by the Kingdom's calendar, plus every October 31st, so about 5 times per year. Put on an outfit, then head to Seaside Town to trick-or-treat. When you first visit, you'll see a block of 12 houses you can visit, though they'll turn you away without a costume. Fully lit houses will always give you candy, while houses in poor repair will always yield combats. Each block also has a few houses with their lights out or dark siding that may contain either candy or combats. 1 out of 60 houses on average will be a house with a star, which always gives a huge bowl of candy. Each block has 5 combats total, so once you've found those, the rest of the houses will give candy. Visiting houses doesn't cost adventures, though scoping out a new block of houses costs 5 adventures. This leads to an interesting ascension strategy where you burn delay by copying free combat Halloween monsters to quest zones. See my videos on monster copies and delay for more details. You can visit houses when you are overdrunk or beaten up, though be careful entering combat without hit points, since losing a combat costs an adventure. One strategy to save time is to only visit lit houses that will always give candy and then scope out a new block, avoiding combats altogether. If you have either Mafia to automate trick-or-treating or a lot of patience, visiting every house lets you build up experience for your character and can trigger after-combat effects such as from Mr. Ching's spectacles. So what are these candies anyway? The best is the huge bowl of candy from the Star House. Use the huge bowl of candy to get an average of 20 candies with a 1% chance of getting an Ultra Mega Sour Ball, or UMSB for short. The Ultra Mega Sour Ball sells for millions of meat in the mall and can be used once per day to remove 3 drunkenness and fullness. The Ultra Mega Sour Ball has the same effect as the much cheaper Spice Melange. You can use both on the same day, but Ultra Mega Sour Balls are much harder to obtain. Huge bowls of candy sell for tens of thousands of meat to those who like to try their chances at getting the Ultra Mega Sour Ball, so no need to gamble to make some meat. 3 houses out of the 7 that give candy on each block will give you a specific candy depending on your outfit. Take a look at the Treat tool on loathers.net to see a handy list of outfits, candies, and the price and sales volume of those candies in the mall. Popular outfit choices are each class's legendary regalia, the 2015 hardcore outfit ceramic suit, eldritch equipage, and the Wumpus hair wardrobe, since in the last week more than 1,000 of each candy sold at a decent price. The remaining 4 houses will give either a Swizzler for extra stats from your next drink, Milk Studs for a small muscle buff, Box of Dweebs for a small mysticality buff, Bag of W&Ws for a small moxie buff, or a Peas dispenser for the Sugar Rush buff, and progress towards the trophy Easy Peasy for finding all 37 unique dispensers. 3 equipment items can only be obtained once per account from trick-or-treating. All Hallows Steve is a monster that can be randomly encountered in a Halloween combat. Steve puts up a difficult fight, so if you lose, you have a chance to randomly encounter him in the future. If you win the fight, you will never see him again, but you will also be the proud owner of the untradeable hat All Hallows Steve's Fright Wig with Power 100, minimum requirement of 35 Moxie to equip, which when worn adds 20 sleaze damage, so-so spooky resistance, +2, and 20% extra candy drops from monsters. The Fright Wig is best in slot for sleaze weapon damage. The Soul Mask accessory from Crimbo 2012 can be worn while trick-or-treating to once per account get the Power 13 hat Silent Beret, which reduces all attributes by 30%, reduces combat initiative by 50%, and makes monsters less attracted to you, a 5% reduction in combat encounters. Both the Soul Mask and Silent Beret can be purchased in the mall. The Silent Beret is best in slot for reducing attributes. Finally, wear the outfit Vestments of the Tree Slayer while trick-or-treating to get the untradeable once per account 2-handed Axe of La Rose, which does between 5 and 10 damage. Vestments of the Tree Slayer can be made with 21 spooky bark purchased from the mall, or collected yourself by using pocket wishes to fight deadwood trees, fir trees, hangman's trees, pumpkin trees, or toilet paper trees. Toilet paper trees also have a 20% chance to drop the tradable Power 10 hat Mummy costume. Fir trees have a 20% chance to drop the tradable Power 10 hat Wolfman mask, and pumpkin trees have a 20% chance to drop the tradable Power 10 hat Pumpkinhead mask. In addition to outfits, there are a small set of equipment items that can be worn by themselves to go trick-or-treating, but which are consumed once you receive a candy. You can get these equipment items by using pocket wishes or a Mr. Store copy method to fight the relevant monster, or purchasing them from the mall. Wear the mummy costume while trick-or-treating to get the size 2 awesome quality food, chocolate-covered scarab beetle, the Wolfman mask to get Wolfman nards that restores between 200 and 300 mana points when used, or the Pumpkinhead mask to get the size 3 awesome quality booze, mulled cider. Fight the Mutant Gila monster, Mutant Saguaro, Mutant Rattlesnake, or Swarm of Mutant Fire Ants for a 20% chance each of obtaining the tradable Power 10 hats Behold Bedsheet, Invisible Bag, or Witch Hat, or purchase the hats in the mall. Wear the Behold Bedsheet while trick-or-treating to get the size 3 awesome quality booze giant glass of brandy. Once per account, you can drink the giant glass of brandy to get the untradeable LARP membership card for a permanent 10% discount at Chez Snooté, Gnomish Microbrewery, Hell's Kitchen, and Crimbo Cafe. The LARP membership card must be in your inventory or closet to receive the discount. This is well worth doing to save a little meat over time. Wear the invisible bag while trick-or-treating to get the size 2 awesome quality food Fancy Canapés. Once per account, you can eat the Fancy Canapés to get the untradeable accessory French Slippers, which can be worn to make running away from combat successful every time. Wear the Witch Hat while trick-or-treating to get the size 2 good quality spleen item Thermos of Brew that gives between 3 and 5 adventures. Once per account, you can chew the Thermos of Brew to get the untradeable accessory LWA Ring, which regenerates 2 or 3 mana points per adventure when worn. The 2016 Mr. Store Trick-or-Treating Tot has a special interaction with Halloween. Most candies will be doubled with the Tot as your active familiar, while some candies will be substituted with prunettes. Prunettes are a tradable potion that can be used for the effect She Ate Too Much Candy to add up to 25 pounds to your familiar's weight. The Tot is not available in the Legacy of Loathing Special Challenge Path and is unobtainably expensive in the mall, but the potion prunettes can be useful for anyone. Does Halloween not come around often enough for you? You're in luck! Any day other than Halloween, you can use the item Map to a Candy-Rich Block to trick-or-treat at one block of houses at no adventure cost. You can only use one map per day. The map is dropped by the Mr. Store familiar Jill of All Trades and can be purchased from the mall. The price of maps is often reasonable enough that you can sell the candy you obtain each day to make a tidy profit, so it's worth checking out. I hope this helps you get the most from the Halloween World event.